Hi, I'm Marnie Old, and today on genConnect, we're going to talk about Sommelier's secrets for pairing wine and food.
Baruch here with genConnect.com, and today I'm joined by renowned wine expert Marnie Old. How are you, Marnie?
Doing great. Can be better.
Now, I'm hoping you can help me demystify some of the myths and some of the questions that people have around wine.
Fire away.
Let's do it. So, step number one, people are always curious about how do you choose the best wine to pair with food?
Well, everybody's personal tastes are different, and if you're a red wine person, go red. If you're a white wine person, go white. If you like sweet wines, go for it. The one thing I would say that's a great little trick of the trade is to always look for wines that are a little bit more acidic, a little more sour on first sip than you normally like, remembering that when you start eating, there's salt in everything we eat, and salt naturally counteracts that perception of acidity in the wine, so that once you take another sip of the wine after that bite of food, it'll seem much less sour. So that's a little sommelier's trick to remember. Shoot for a little more acidity than you like by itself.
Because if you start with too low of an acidity level, it may end up being bland once you start eating.
If it tastes just right by itself, it can kind of taste a little flabby and less refreshing once you start eating. Now, there's one exception to this, though. If there's a lot of sugar in the sauce, and that doesn't always happen, usually when we're eating appetizers and entrees, it's more salty and less sweet. But if we're talking about something with a honey glaze or a mango salsa and there's a strong sweetness in the dish, go the other way, because sweetness amplifies acidity in the same way that salt reduces it.
Really good advice. What about meat versus fish?
Well, we tend to pick deeper, more intense, darker colored wines to go with meats, but that's also not just because of the color of the meat, but because we tend to use more intense cooking methods and stronger sauces when we're cooking lamb or beef than we do when we're cooking chicken or fish, right? So it's almost really more important to think about the way it's cooked and the way it's sauced and seasoned rather than the nature of the protein at the middle of the dish. Because let's think about beef for a second, right?
Right.
If you grill it or top it with a blue cheese butter or roll it in cracked black pepper, of course it's going to taste better with a bigger, bolder red. But if you took that same beef and chopped it up into a steak tartare or shaved it out to serve as a carpaccio dressed with champagne vinegar and a little capers, I'd rather be drinking white wine, champagne, something a little brighter, right?
Agreed. This is really, really great advice, Marnie, and we definitely, I think, are taking a different perspective than what people may expect. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And for more with Marnie, be sure to check out genConnect.com.